Welcome to the Scoop with Dukes Live Monday night edition. I'm your host, Philip Dukes, aka Dukes the Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes the Scoop. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. All right, guys, it's Monday night. I said, man, we got to get back in here. It's 2 Mondays in a row. We're gonna build it back up. We had some consistency going, and then I had to start getting into the videos. Happened around the transfer portal. But we're going to get the consistency back going because right now, the two schools I cover mostly, Auburn and Colorado, are both on absolute recruiting heaters right now. Auburn just got Chance Gilbert, the number 4 safety in the country. Just got him tonight. You got Colorado. They bring out 10 guys for the official visit. They score on 5 of them. Auburn gets 2 4-stars. I mean, it's a great time to be me when it comes to creating content. As you guys come in, drop your location, drop your name. We'll get back to how we used to do it, man. We get up here and kick it, man. You feel me? Just get in here to kick it. Got some good things to talk about for my Colorado fans. I just dropped a little video on a phone call I had with Coach Prime. Literally booking my ticket to go. I'll probably be out there Wednesday to go check out the operation. So I'll be out there. Then I'll be going to Auburn the following week. So I'm about to go on to a little bit of a tour to different colleges. So it'll be fun, and I'll bring back what I see, bring back the vibes, bring back the energy. Man, let's see what we got. We got Regina Earls in the building. Regina Earls, what's going on? She said, "Hey Dukes, comment on the Sorsby quarterback issue." Man, this is going to be interesting because if they allow this to go, I just don't see. Now, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, like when we look at how much gambling is a part of the fabric of sports now, you feel me? Like it's kind of like they are kind of tripping. But when you just talk about just straight rule breaking, they let him play. They open like it goes to. I don't think he plays, honestly. If they let him play, they are opening up some floodgates. I mean, because you can't just to protect the integrity of sports as a whole. If you let this guy play and he made as many bets as they say he did on himself and his team, you just how do you do that and suspend players in college football? You can't do that. We just saw the Alabama State. Like, how can you prove somebody, through a game, right? So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think I definitely think they got to do something, man. I don't see how you can, and trust me, look, I'm sponsored by Prize Picks. I'm not holier than thou and trying to be like that way, right? I just think I don't think it's one of those things where when the milk spills, you can't put the milk back in the container. If you do this, you're gonna spill a ton of milk. And it's gonna cause so much gray area when it comes to rules in college sports. Sports as a whole. You can't. You just can't. Great question. Shout out to you, Regina. We got some more people in the chat. KD, what up, though, bro? David Isabel said, swinging in to show some love to my player partner. Shout out our player partner. What's up, Dave? Yeah, okay. Coming with the lingo. Yeah, that's one of my favorite terms, my player partner. So for sure. LaShonda Wilson said, I popped in support from East St. Louis, Illinois. Illinois and Missouri I'm not the best in geography, but how far is St. Louis or Chicago and St. Louis apart? Detroit in the building. I already know from the what up, though. Char. My boy JT said, listening from home, Fort Pierce, Florida. Appreciate the live, Dukes. Appreciate you, JT. Yeah, we just out here working. You feel me? Faith G said, good night, Dukes, in chat from the 242, the Bahamas. No, that's right. James Barnett said, Dukes, what up, bro? Huntsville, Alabama. AG and staff on the straight heater. Man, listen. The more I see, I'm starting to really like what I'm seeing at Auburn, man. From the offensive line recruiting first and foremost. This is the best job I've seen with Auburn recruiting on the offensive line in a very, very, very long time. Absolutely. They've said, hey, we on the scoop the Malu tour. Absolutely, man. Not skip the Malu, scoop the Malu. I like that. But yeah, no, we got to get out and see some people. So I thought this would be a good time in the summer to get out, shake a few hands, right? Go see what some people got going on. So definitely, I'm gonna try to catch my flights over the next couple of weeks, and then I'll be down at the Muck City shootout down there in the Muck down in South Florida. Anybody know about the Muck? What they call the Muck? Who knows about the Muck in South Florida? Sunfire Brown, what's up? What's up, buddy? Man, congratulations to your grandbaby too. Man, big time tight end. Big Joey headed out to Nebraska, man. Really good tight end. Looking forward to seeing what Grayson does. I'm gonna go check them out. I think they play. I want to say it's great. They got a good. I think they play Sandy Creek. I'll be looking forward to that one. My boy Apostle 06. What's up, big dog? Jonesboro in the building. David Isabel said Tech got to get a spanking. Are you in favor of the boycott if it comes to that? Not. I don't think. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I wouldn't push it. I wouldn't just be like. I wouldn't be mad at it, but because I think they're gonna end up spanking themselves. I think NCAA. Certain times when stuff like that happens, it self-corrects. Something's gonna happen where I don't think people are gonna have to do that. But if it came to it, I wouldn't be mad if my coach or my AD wanted to boycott. Right. You said it's like they saying it's okay to gamble and point save. Absolutely. Like that's a really, really tricky, slippery slope. 21 said, just got finished watching your last video. I like what I hear. Yeah, man. If you didn't see the last video where I talked about me talking when Prime called me on Saturday, Coach Prime. Man, I was just kind of giving some people new to the channel, the kind of the background, the backstory. And y'all know, usually when I have some longer conversations with Coach, I share them with those who want to hear it. Just to give some insight. I usually don't share the whole conversation ever, but what I do like to do is just kind of let people in so they can kind of see from my perspective, and also kind of get a look behind the lens, because I know Colorado has to be the most visible program when it comes to going behind the veil, right? So just to add to that, I kind of add my 2 cents in. Dave said, this ain't about gambling, it's about breaking rules and buying your way out. Hello. If money talks, the right thing walks. You're right. Gina said, thanks for responding to my question and keeping it real. You are so appreciated. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending time. Thank all of y'all for coming in here. I know it's short notice. I know it's late. I know we got a game on, but for y'all to come in here and spend time, I definitely appreciate it. But I said I wanted to be a man on my word. Because I said last Monday I'd be back. And I'm putting it out there now. Next Monday, I will be back. We got to get closer to the 9:30 time, but I had to go cook some dinner. But next week, I'm looking at 9:30. We're gonna try to get in that in the pocket with that 9:30. Aretha, what's up, Aretha? Aretha, hey, that's my buddy right there. If she ain't first, she is usually first on every video. Auburn, don't matter who it is, she gonna show her support. And I thank you for that. You're a real one. I've been on the grind and you've been on the grind. We've been on the grind together for sure, Aretha. JB said, as far as Sorsby, you would have to let other players back in that have been suspended for other things. Just saying, you definitely opened up Pandora's box. Just my opinion. I agree wholeheartedly. It's like you kind of like, Like, look at the Pete Rose thing, man. Like, come on, dog. Pete Rose, and I know things get more progressive and things have gotten more progressive. Like, I don't even think it's fair. Like, everything Pete Rose went through, and then now a lot of baseball games are shown on FanDuel TV. It's ridiculous, bro. St. Louis to Chicago is 4 hours. Okay, cool. Hunts Vegas in the building. Under or over? The Buffs will be 4-0 coming into week 5. I got to pull up the schedule. Maybe we pull up the schedule and look at it. Splash Network in the building. David said, my boy D.I. said, let's not forget that college is supposed to be teaching kids how to be professional adults. The adults have to be held accountable, meaning keeping tycoons in check. Yeah, good look. That's how it looks now. St. Louis is in Missouri, about 4.5 hours from Chicago. East St. Louis is in Illinois, 5 minutes from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, okay. Okay. So East St. Louis is in Illinois, which is 5 minutes from St. Louis, that's in Missouri. But Chicago is 4 hours plus away from all of that. Good to know. KD said the quarterback commit Gary Chapman Jr. is crazy. Sleeper. Yes. Out of Brookwood, Auburn got one. I really like that pick for that offense. Definitely. James Barnett said, yeah, they in Rocket City. Well, I need to get my Trash Panda hat. That's one of my favorite hats. Oh, JT said he know about the Muck. Said, I know about it. I live about 1.5 hours from the Muck. Belglade and Pahokee. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. I got a partner of mine. Man, we sponsoring the 7-on-7 tournament down there. The Muck City Shootout. If you're from the area, man, pull up. I will be there. Father's Day weekend. We got some of the best teams in South Florida that's gonna pull up. State champion Creekside from Georgia is gonna pull up. 7-on-7 tournament. First year we doing it. We part. It's something I'm and I haven't been promoting it as much, but you're gonna start seeing me going harder and harder. But something that we put together, man. I'm very proud of it, man. Shout out to my boy Coach Dre with Pass Academy. He's from the Muck. And yeah, man, we said we're gonna take it to the Muck. Hopefully we bring it. And we have one in Atlanta next year, but the Muck City Shootout coming up, and we are a part. Shout out to Merce Run and Culture Sports. Kenlon Jones, salute. What's up? Now, salute to you, my brother. D.I. said the last video was fire because you held so much back. It's what you don't say that's got me excited. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, man, I learned when people know they can trust you and you can still do your job and you can still bring intrigue and you can still bring interest without saying everything, then they continue to trust you with information. The times if I go too far, that's when people go say, all right, man, you can't tell Deuce. He might go tell it all. So it's definitely an art to knowing stuff and knowing what to say and when not to say. And then two, I just don't like to be involved in it. Like I learned early, like you got to be careful with some of the stuff you know. So, and some of the stuff you say because you'll be held accountable. And if it don't go that way, then you put that on. All the fingers gonna point to you if it don't go that way. So, I just be careful. Appreciate you recognizing that. Is it 21? 21 page said, is it possible for the NCAA to put their own suspension on tape? That's a good question. I believe so. God and Drums, one of the best names. What's up, my brother? 21 page says Steven Alexis remind me of Steven Jackson. I ain't heard that one, but that's a good one. It said Steven Jackson was a real live nutcase too. I like that one. Apollo 06 says, yeah, what happens if all the teams forfeit to play Texas Tech this year? Man. Yeah, because they don't need much of a reason already because if everybody forfeit to play Texas Tech, Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna put the type of pressure like, nah, you can't just do that. You can't do that. The Texas Truth said, I finally caught the live. Man, appreciate you being in here, my dog. Monday nights, man. We bringing Monday nights back. We making Monday nights great again. It's where we started. I know I've been going like trying to drop more and more content. I think last month I might have dropped 60 something, 70 something videos. Dropped a lot last month, but we're going even crazier this month. So we bringing the lives back. Marshawn Sales, #1 wide receiver from my alma mater, Lawrence North. Tell Prime turn up. We need him in Boulder. Man, Marshawn Sales. Hey, you know what? He got his best friend is dang. Marshawn Sales. His best friend is in Alabama. Dang. I gotta remember. I think he got ties to the South Alabama area actually. But now he real deal. I don't know if he's gonna go to I think they say Indiana. Am I right if I say Indiana leader for him? Hold on, I gotta turn this game on. 21 said the Knicks finna pull off this 3-0. Hold on, I'm turning the game on. Yeah, I ain't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it for the Spurs after Wemby slapped Brunson in the back of the head like a little kid. What up, Dukes? It's me, Bear from Hoover. Had to change my name because of my job. What up, Bear? For sure, brother. Said, didn't they just ban some guys for life in basketball for gambling? Right. Yeah, that's one of them slippery slopes, man. Teams could forfeit and not play tech, then the NCAA could not honor their forfeit wins and not allow postseason injury play, wasting all their players they need to get film for the league. Yeah. Word in the shy is Northwestern is thinking about opening a new stadium for the CU game. I would. Oh, that's probably gonna be the most televised game that they have, the most watched game they have. Man, I grew up, man. Do y'all remember when Northwestern was good with Darnell Autry in the 90s? I feel like I feel like he had a brother too. Uncle Duke's 43. I had to go back. That's when I was a young whippersnapper. Dave, I said, do you think Steven Alexis running for him more like Bo Jackson or Herschel? I know you mentioned Cadillac. I don't know because I tell you what, when he opens up now, if I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna say Bo. Not because I think, man, that's now trust me, he's probably one of my he's on my Mount Rushmore athletes of all time. It's like Bo, favorite players, like Bo Jackson, my favorite, hey, I don't want to, that's rarefied air for me for sure. It's like comparing somebody to Michael Jordan to me. But I will say the way he opens up when he gets in the open field, you see the track speed come out, and that's huge considering that boy probably 205 to 210 today. So I would say out of those two, probably Bo, because when he opens up, it's over with. Banks, what's up, Banks? He said, do you know a count of how many players are going to exit the team after this year, graduate league bound? I like the running back duo. I like the duo running back recruitment for Steven and potentially Bobo. I don't have an official count. I could work on that, man. Man, that's one of them things that man, God bless Adam Munson Tiger, man. That's one of them things you hit Adam for. Adam would have been like, boop, yep, I got it. Man. Rest his soul and prayers for his family, man. Real, that was a tough one, boy. Dwayne Bates, Darnell Autry. Okay. Sabrina, what's up, Brandon? She said, "What's up, Duke in chat for sure." Splash, Splash talking about Munshine Self. He said they want him to stay home real bad. Yeah, I bet they do. He said we got the outside linebacker from alma mater, Hoover, 13 state championship. Yeah. I wonder if Nibbler had anything to do with that. I remember Nibbler was at Hoover a while ago before he came to Gainesville. Sabrina shouting everybody out. Yeah, that Adam was tough, boy. Yeah, I say Bo too, how he leans forward with top end speed. Yeah, great lean. Yeah, when he get to chopping wood, he get to chopping wood, buddy. Phaedra James. Good evening, Dukes. What up, chat? What up, Phaedra James? Yeah, hold on, I'm turning the game on. Let's see what the Knicks got going. Okay, we third quarter. We got time. Yeah, 21 said they're closing in on a wide receiver. I need to do that video. Oh, yeah. I know they got a crystal ball for Ryan Ferdinand. I know you said in the video today they get at least 20 with having 13 committed already. So curious what else you get committed over summer and what is left in fall sprinkle in. Yeah, man, you got to keep people close, and they got a specific way they gonna do it, and the way they got the numbers worked out, I think it's at 20 at minimum for sure. Bobo and Alexis remind me of Clemson, Thunder, and Lightning, except they forget Adams can run too. Yeah, you can for real. Adam was a good man. Unity. Yeah, Adam was, dog. For real. Man, prayers for his wife, man. She been so tough during all of this, man. Oh, these niggas, they hooping. Man, the only reason, now I ain't even no hater. The only reason, hold on, make sure I get this because I might have to clip this one. Hold on. Listen, y'all know I'm a Hawks fan. I want to make this clear. I am 1,000% Atlanta Hawks fan. And I know we got a sort of a rivalry with the Knicks. But I'm the only reason, because I ain't no hater, the only reason that I don't want the Knicks to win is because New York folks is gonna be unbearable until somebody else wins. They gonna be unbearable. Boy, the man, I already know they gonna cut up. If you from New York, they gonna cut up. Cut up, cut up, cut up, cut up, cut up. First time in what, 53, 54 years? They gonna nut up, boy. They don't know how to act. New York people already be tripping sometime. Anyway, they get this championship, they gonna be cutting up, boy. It's for our sanity, but I'm scared too that if Wemby get it now, I don't know what the only way he ain't gonna win another one to keep winning them is if he get hurt. He gonna have to retire and go do like MJ did, but these boys got the look of the Bulls or something. If they can't get one this early, he got to so stuck between the rock and the hard place right now for me. King on the throne said, "My dog, it's been a minute. What's up, my boy?" Said, "I've been grinding. Shoot, me too, bro. But we finna bring the Mondays back, man. So put it on your calendar, man. We back Mondays, man. We back." Antonio Mack, what's up, my brother? 1083, October 83. Said North Carolina trucker running from NC to LA, man. Be careful on that road, my dog. I would rather deal with Knicks fans than Dallas Cowboy fans. Well, good thing we ain't got to worry about the Cowboys getting nowhere near the Super Bowl, so we good. We're safe. We're safe from that one. Shout out to my cousin Chip. Just letting you know. Now, Facebook, you can mark yourself safe. We are safe from the Dallas Cowboys championship conversation. We're good. We can mark ourselves safe. That ain't happening. Broom enthusiast. What's up, big dog? He said, who you hearing next up to commit for AU? Man, I don't know, but I don't know when. But I know they like where they sit with that edge rusher, James Pace, the third. I'd watch James Pace for sure. Said facts, Duke, the Empire State don't play. Yeah, they don't cut up, boy. Family back on Monday. Yeah, we bringing the fam back, baby. Yeah. So this 2 Mondays in a row. We broke stride for a minute, and you know I increased, but I did build the channel up. So it was a little bit of a trade-off. We built the channel up. We went and got us a sponsor, right? So now we're able to do some more things. We're gonna get back. Virginia Earl said, "Ooh, dudes, you know you wrong for that Dallas comment." Y'all, yeah, man. You know I gotta mess with the Cowboys. Got to. Banks said one of those high recruits better be a damn tight end. Well, you crazy. He said one of those recruits better be a tight end like Kenyon Sadiq or Michael Trigg or Eli Stowers. Shout out to Atkins, but who else is like that in the room? Yeah, I think they yeah. I mean, shoot, I saw some of the guys they were looking at, so you know, they checked in on a couple of guys. I think they got a type they want for sure. So we just got to trust the process. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, Wimby a cheat code, boy. STB or is nothing. 77.97. East Texas, Rush, Texas in the building. Shout out my dog. Hobbs McGee said, dudes, 01 AU grad here. What's up, man? You was right there when I got there, for sure. Really appreciate your always real insights. Man, thank you, man. I try to keep it a buck. I appreciate you guys. Man, hey, man, just thank you. I know I do a lot of Colorado content, but during the season, I can say this. Last year, that Auburn stuff kept my channel afloat when the Colorado numbers were down. So right now, the Colorado numbers are up. So I just but I'm gonna make sure I get more consistent with the Auburn stuff. I'm gonna try to get back to doing one daily. Tay, what's up, what? Pac-Man. What's up with it, Tay? My dog in the building, Tay Jones. Make sure y'all check out this YouTube channel too, man. Had a good great stuff on there, man. David said, Dukes, what you think CU do for as DT Trench babies before freshman class is over? They gonna get they gonna make a splash. I know they want to make a splash on there. I do. I know they want to. We're gonna see. I know they want to make a splash up front. They want one. They want to turn a couple heads with one. That's a good challenge. Man, whoever the GM is in San Antonio, I know they got. I feel like this team would have still been a playoff team without Wemby. He put together a squad real quick. Man, I wish the Hawks would have got Steph Castle. Major Vibes in the building. School Buffs. Shout out to Major Vibes. Janice, huh? What up? Hey, Philip, what's up? What up, Janice? How you doing? Shout out to another Auburn alum. STB said, I think they sleeping on the backers. I think so too. Right. Banks said, when you go to the college campuses, other than expanding your connections and being a genuine human, what questions, insights, or cultural checking are you trying to understand, players and coaches? Man, that is a great question. One, network building, first and foremost. You always go check in with people, keep yourself relevant, and understand. And two, so you always want to keep relationships fresh, right? You want to go see people when you fresh on people's minds, when they call you, you go pull up. When I talk to head coaches and they just talk to me, that's when, hey, you got to go pull up because, man, you got to understand, like, it's so, they got so many, and great question again, they got so many people, like, they're trying to recruit. They got the AD, they got the fans, they got their family. So when they do make time for you, you almost want to go shake their hand. So, and they remember that because you just never know when you're going to see somebody again. So I know you said outside of expanding connections, but I want to make sure connections are like the most important thing, like building connection, building relationships. But when I do go, I like them. What I love to see is how people rank their board versus the rankings. Who values who, and who values who and where. Why do people value what are teams looking for? Like, for example, if I go to Auburn may value an edge rusher totally different than Arkansas. I want to know why. What about that defense? Why? Defensive tackles, Auburn's defensive tackles. Auburn's defense, a lot of the time, is set up for linebackers to make plays. What does Coach Dirt want out of his linebackers? What does he want from his defensive line? What is, if based on third down the distance, and you see the type of calls they want, what is he looking for when it comes to what they want to run and how they can be successful? And what are people seeing on film? If you ever get to watch film with somebody at that level, I always sit back, listen on, and I ask questions. Why? Show me this and show me why. And another thing is they got access to like the film they watch. They're not just watching the highlights. I want to see everybody post their highlights. So you say, okay, great. I want to go see when players have these great highlights and the team say, all right, we're gonna pass on him. Why? What did you see on his film that made you want to pass? What don't you want in your program? And I take all of that information and I bring it right back here and I talk to parents, I talk to players in high school, players in middle school, and I gain all this information and I share it with other people. So not only do I become a mentor, but I also become a resource. So I can take that same information, and of course, somebody's gonna want to call me and say, "All right, well, Deuce, I know you. What are they looking for?" Perfect example. I get a lot of people that hit me up and say, "Hey, this guy's talented. He's a 4-star. Send this film to Colorado. Why is Colorado not recruiting this guy?" I can go out there and get an answer versus what's on the board, and they can show me the difference between those two. Same thing with Auburn, same thing at Georgia. Just understanding the whys and the where. So, man, great question. But yeah, when I go, I just want to go get a full understanding of what they're looking for, what the fit is at each place. Then I come back and I compare myself. And they'll ask me, they're like, hey, what'd you see over there? What'd you see here? What'd you see there? Or what have you seen in certain places? Because that's what the coaches are doing. They're going to tell you what they did when they leave other schools. They're going to say, hey, well, this is the way we did it here. Everybody's looking for a competitive advantage. And even in the media, when you get those opportunities to have access, you got to take them. Great question. Appreciate it, man. Major Bob said, what do you think of CU target number for freshman recruits? 20. 20. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but it's going to be right in that 20 range. Hey, Dylan Harper gonna be real good. Dylan Harper almost looked like his dad when he was in LA. I'll take a quick break, pause for the calls. Bring this up. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app and America's #1 sports pick app. It is super easy to get into the game. All you have to do is use the code HMA, and when you play your first $5, you get $50 instantly in lineups. It's super easy to get into the game. All you have to do is pick a sport, pick a player, pick a stat, and pick whether you think that stat will be more or less for the evening. All right, for example, I had Stephon Castle having more than 11.5 points. OG Anunoby having more than 11.5 points, and Victor Wembanyama with more than 27.5 points. And it's that simple. It's good to be right. Choose Prize Picks today. Use the code HMA. The link is in the description. All right. Appreciate that, y'all. Got to pay a couple bills. You know how we do. But go to Prize Picks for sure. Man, the Spurs really got this game. Oh, that alien done woke up. The alien done woke up. Man, that's unfair. I don't know if y'all watching the game. Man, just got an and 1-3. That's the only reason I want the Knicks to win. Because when he get his first one, he might get 10. He might get 10 of them things. How do the Spurs keep doing this? Spurs be sorry for like a year or two. Then they, Tim Duncan. Like, what? Now they got Wemby. What do the Spurs have on the NBA for them to keep getting this type of luck, dog? I'm jealous. When the Hawks get the #1 pick, no disrespect, but we get a guy from France. It ain't like Wemby. We didn't get the same kind of Frenchman they got. Good gosh. Yeah, man. I don't know. San Antonio got something on the league or something, bro. They keep doing this. It's insane. Boy, they got a $6 Popeyes box on here. Y'all don't think it's crazy how all the good food, the food that's good for you, real expensive, but the food that ain't, man, it looks so good and it's cheap too. Adam Evans, what's up, my brother? Man, we chilling, bro. Hey, look, y'all. I had to cook, but I didn't get a chance to eat, and I got to drop another video. I got 2 videos to drop. I owe Colorado a Zaquan Linton video, and I owe Auburn a Chance Gilbert video. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Be back here next Monday. We're gonna build it back up. So I'm being consistent, man. Y'all be consistent with me. Man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Major vibes. No word on Travis Hunter yet, but we're gonna keep working on it. Hey, man, but I appreciate y'all. Much love. See y'all next week. Be back here Monday around about 9:30. Maybe we'll pop it here around 9. But we're going to be more consistent. All right? All right, see y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, Muhammad Dabone, 15. I saw him, bro. Hopefully he ends up being the Wemby stopper because he probably going to be winning. If he win this one, he might be winning championships till that kid gets to the league. All right, y'all. See y'all. I'm out.